Hello. इधर हमारा आवाज आवाज है. We'll wait for 2 minutes. So good evening, one and all. So from today, we will start with the NCERT series, which will be beneficial for UPSC and GPSC exams or one-day exams. We will cover each and every subject starting from geography, history, polity, economics, and science. And we'll also start with the current affairs series too. So first, we'll start with geography because we have to relate all the subjects with geography. Let it be history, let it be polity, economy, everything is linked with geography. Until and unless you don't know about the geography, then you won't be able to understand the history and polity also. So, as you know that all the UPSC exams or the state level GPSC exams, the students who have cleared the exams, they know that how much important the NCERTs are. So once you will go through the NCERTs, your basic concept will get clear. Once your basic concepts are clear, then you focus on your reference books for further advanced studies on the particular subject. So first of all, let me know that is my voice clear to all? Please comment. Please comment that my voice is clear or not. Okay, so we'll start with the geography and we'll complete the first chapter of the geography first. That is the Earth in the solar system. So we'll do all the chapters of 6 to 12 standard of geography of NCERT books, and we'll complete all the chapters one by one slowly, and we'll do the questions also the particular topic at the end of the lesson. So we'll not read one one and one line altogether. We'll read only the important points, important things, topics which are given in the chapters. So in the first chapter, it is all about the solar system. So what it has been written here is you can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is a full moon night or a Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky best provided it is a clear night. So what does it mean here? Once you can see a full moon, आप कभी भी बोलते होंगे कि आज पूर्णिमा है तो पूर्णिमा के दिन क्या दिखता है क्या होता है पूर्णिमा के दिन यू कैन सी द फुल मून ऑन दैट डे and the very next day when you will see you won't be able to see a moon because on that day it is known as a new moon which is after the full moon night. So on that day you won't be able to see the full moon, only a blank, a dark night sky will be visible on that day, which will be known as new moon night or Amavasya. So what all comes under celestial bodies? Okay. What are celestial bodies? The sun, the moon, and all those objects which are shining in the night sky. ठीक है जो भी आपको रात को दिखता है अपने स्काई में दैट लेट इट बी जो सन है या तो मून हो या और भी कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट हो they all are known as the celestial bodies. So some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars, and the sun is a star. This is the most important point here. That sun is a star. See, some celestial bodies are very big and hot. मतलब कुछ कुछ celestial bodies बहुत बड़े होते हैं, बहुत गर्म भी होते हैं, और वो क्या होता है कि they are made up of gases. तो उनके खुद की हीट होती है एंड खुद का लाइट होता है, ठीक है, एंड वो लाइट और हीट बहुत ही ज्यादा मात्रा में फैलाते हैं, ठीक है. तो दिस जो ये अपनी लाइट और हीट जो जो अपना सेलेस्टियल बॉडी अपने साथ रखता है उसे क्या बोलते हैं? स्टार्स. ठीक है. स्टार्स क्या होता है? जो खुद की हीट और खुद की लाइट एमिट करे, जो फैलाए, उसे स्टार बोला जाता है, ठीक है. एंड सन इज अ स्टार. सो देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन in minds of many of the students that what is sun is a planet or a star. So please note down that sun is a star. This is the most important point you can. The UPSC has asked many a times that what is the sun? Sun is a planet or a star. So sun is a star because it emits its own heat and its own light. Okay. So next is countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very, very far from us. So at night, when you will see, there will be many twinkling stars in the sky. ठीक है, बहुत सारे स्टार्स दिखेंगे आपको रात को आपके स्काई में. ठीक है, वो भी एक स्टार है और सन भी एक स्टार है, मगर हमें उनकी हीट और लाइट क्यों नहीं लगती है? क्योंकि दे आर वेरी वेरी फार फ्रॉम अस, क्योंकि वो हमसे काफी दूर हैं. ठीक है, इसलिए उनकी हीट ना ही है लाइट, हमें उसका कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. ठीक है, बिकॉज वो हमसे बहुत दूर है. सन की सन भी स्टार है. सन का हीट और लाइट क्यों फर्क पड़ता है हमें, क्यों मिलता है? बिकॉज इट इज रियली वेरी नियर टू अस, सो दैट अफेक्ट्स अस, our planet Earth. So that we'll see in the further topics. So next is while watching the night sky, you may notice that there are various patterns formed by different groups of stars. ठीक है, स्टार्स होते हैं, काफी अलग अलग स्टार्स होते हैं, उनके पैटर्न्स बनते हैं उस स्टार से. ठीक है, जैसे कि ये है हमारा, जस्ट अ सेकंड. So you can see here that there is a formation of stars. These stars are formed some pattern. ठीक है, when you'll see in the sky at night that at some particular place and in the sky there will be stars which make a particular pattern. ठीक है, so that pattern of stars are known as constellations. Yeah. So these are called constellations. So Ursa Major and Big Bear is one of such a constellation. Okay, just a second, I'll just move this. So these are called constellation. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. The example of constellation is Ursa Major and Big Bear. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is सप्तऋषि. सप्तऋषि जैसे आपने देखा है यहाँ पे 7 स्टार्स है, देखो यहाँ पे दिख रहा है आपको 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this formation of stars are called constellation, and this particular formation of 7 stars are known as सप्तऋषि. ठीक है, ये पुराने जमाने में जब वेद था तब उसी में उसमें वेदों में मेंशन था कि ऐसे स्टार्स को सप्तऋषि कहा जाएगा, मतलब सात सात संत, इसको सात संत बोला जाता है हिंदी में. ठीक है. सो अभी इन एग्जाम आपको व्हाट दे विल आस्क इज व्हाट पार्ट ऑफ उर्सा मेजर कंस्टलेशन, ठीक है, विच फॉर्म सप्तऋषि. मीन्स एक उर्सा मेजर कंस्टलेशन है, उसके अंदर ही आता है सप्तऋषि. मतलब उर्सा मेजर कंस्टलेशन एक बड़ा कंस्टलेशन है, मतलब वो means it is formed by many of the stars, means more than 7 stars. In that there is a Saptarishi constellation. So they'll ask in the exam that which part of constellation forms a Ursa major constellation. So Saptarishi forms a part of Ursa major constellation. So keep this point in your mind. It is very important for the exam, this point. Okay. So next here, just a second. I'll just remove spotlight. Okay. So now here we can see that there is a North Star. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. ठीक है. तो नॉर्थ स्टार क्या करता है? नॉर्थ स्टार सबसे ज्यादा चमकता भी है. ठीक है, आपने बोला होगा कि सबसे ज्यादा चमकने वाला तारा कौन सा है रात को? दैट इज ऑल्सो known as a north star, which is called as a pole star. Why? Because it always remains in the same position in the sky. वो नॉर्थ स्टार जो है आपको दिन में भी दिखेगा, आपको ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि दिन में इतनी सारी लाइट होती है, आप यू कांट मेक आउट दैट देयर इज अ नॉर्थ स्टार प्रेजेंट इन द स्काई. So North Star is very brightest star, you can say, and it easily recognizable because it never changes its position. So on the earlier days or now also, if someone is lost, they'll see the North Star in the sky and they'll know that this is a north direction. So here you can find out like this is a North Star. See, this is the North Star. So if one wants to recognize the North Star from the Saptarishi, what they'll do is they'll count the 7 stars here. Okay. Then they'll make an imaginary line from here. These 2 stars, they'll make imaginary lines. Then they'll find a North Star in front of them. So from there, if they found the North Star, they can find the other directions too. North, then this side will be the west, this side will be the east. Okay, and you will be facing toward the north side. And opposite to the north, there will be south direction. So we can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. So here we did that. North Star is known as the pole star. Okay, so we can locate that with the help of Saptarishi. How we did it? These 7 stars are there. Okay, 7 stars are there. And they made an imaginary line from here. And after making an imaginary line, at the end you will find a brighter star, which is known as the North Star, and it is also called as the pole star. So they may ask in the exam which star is known as the pole star. So next, some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. So इसमें क्या बोला जा रहा है? कुछ celestial वो इन celestial bodies मतलब कि प्लैनेट्स को लाइट देते हैं और हीट भी देते हैं. जैसे हमारा सन हमें हीट भी देता है, लाइट भी देता है. सो ऐसे सेलेस्टियल बॉडीज को हम प्लैनेट बोलेंगे जो दूसरों के हीट और लाइट यूज करता है. ठीक है, बहुत ईजी है. द वर्ड प्लैनेट कम्स फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड प्लांटी विच मीन्स वंडरर्स. ठीक है, प्लैनेट शब्द कहाँ से आया गया? प्लैनेट शब्द एक ग्रीक वर्ड है प्लांटी, उससे आया गया था, विच मीन्स वंडरर्स. मतलब कि जो प्लानेट मतलब जो घूमते रहे, ठीक है, वंडरस में जो घूमता रहता है, जैसे उसे ग्रीक वर्ड से लिया गया था प्लैनेट्स का नाम, ठीक है। द अर्थ ऑन विच वी लिव इज अ प्लैनेट। अभी हमें बोला गया कि अर्थ ऑन विच वी लिव इज अ प्लैनेट। वाई? अर्थ एक प्लैनेट क्यों है? क्योंकि उसके पास ना तो खुद का हीट है, ना ही खुद का लाइट है, ठीक है। सो अर्थ कहाँ से लाइट और हीट लेता है? फ्रॉम द अर्थ टेक्स लाइट फ्रॉम द सन, ठीक है। एंड व्हाट इज सन? सन इज अ स्टार। हमेशा याद रखना, इसमें कंफ्यूजन होगा, हर बच्चों को होता है। सो सन इज अ स्टार, नॉट अ प्लैनेट, बिकॉज if you'll go for some interview, something in between they'll ask you, if some they're asking some geography questions, in between they can ask you what is sun. Sun is a planet or a star, so you'll get confused at that moment of time. So that time you have to say that sun is a star because it has its own light and heat. So अभी पूछा आपको अर्थ क्या है, अर्थ का पता ही नहीं। अर्थ अर्थ एक प्लानट है, स्टार नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि उसके पास खुद की हीट नहीं है और खुद का लाइट नहीं है। सो यू कैन सी दैट अर्थ इज अ प्लानट। Okay, now next is, if we look at the earth from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. Okay, so if we'll see the our planet from some other planet, if you will go somewhere, it's not possible that that you will be going to other planets. So if we'll see from the satellite, when we'll see our planet Earth, it will also look the same as other planets look. Like as we are able to see the moon at present in the night, so the same way our Earth is also seen. Okay, it is also because it is seen a blue planet, because majority of the part of our earth is covered by the water body. That is the reason it is looking as a blue planet. Okay, so like our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their own moons too. Okay, so अर्थ के अलावा और भी 8 प्लैनेट्स हैं जिसके पास जो हीट और लाइट सन से लेता है। ठीक है, ये क्लियर हुआ। पहले क्या देखा हमने? सन। सन क्या है? स्टार है जिसके पास खुद की हीट है, खुद का लाइट है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट इज प्लैनेट। प्लैनेट क्या है? जिस जो सन से या अदर स्टार से हीट लेता है और लाइट लेता है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट अभी आगे हम देखेंगे, जैसे ये है सोलर सिस्टम का एक इमेज। जो सैटर्न है, देखो, सैटर्न, यूरेनस, नेपच्यून, ठीक है, इनके आगे पीछे एक रिंग है, बड़ी सी दिख रही है आपको? ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट हियर इट इज मेंशन। Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus have rings around them. Why? Because there is a belt which is there around these planets, which is filled by the debris. Debris are the small stones and small particles which revolves around the planets. So these planets, 3 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, have the rings around them. So that rings are made up of debris. So keep that in mind. What is you can? It's just a fact, nothing else. No one will ask you this question. So you should know that what are the rings made up of. So the solar system. Abhi, solar system is consisted of what all things? ठीक है? In solar system, who is the head for the planets? What is the asteroids and what is the meteoroids? That we'll study now. There is a sun. He is the head of the solar system. Then after that, there are 8 other planets. 8 other planets are there, and there will be satellites also. There is the artificial satellites, and there is a human-made satellites. Artificial satellites and natural satellites. So in Hindi, the sun है, एक 8 planets है, और अलग अलग सैटेलाइट्स भी है, और कुछ सैटेलाइट्स ह्यूमन मेड सैटेलाइट्स है जो हमने भेजी हैं यहाँ से, और कुछ नेचुरल सैटेलाइट्स भी है, वो भी पढ़ेंगे आगे। और कुछ चीज़ें सोलर सिस्टम में क्या है, एस्ट्रॉइड्स है एंड मेट्रोइड्स है। ठीक है, तो दिस इज द सोलर सिस्टम, आई विल शो यू। ओके, यस, so here we can see this, there is a sun, it is a star, there is all other planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then there is a asteroid belt. Okay, we'll learn about these things in further topics. Then there is a Jupiter, there is a Saturn, there is Uranus, and last is Neptune. Earlier, one more planet was there after Neptune, that was Pluto. So it is not there now because the astronomical guidelines, it is coming under the dwarf planets. So they have removed the Pluto planet and now it is known as the dwarf planet. Means chota planet. Dwarf matlab chota. Okay. So what are the inner planets? First of all, ये तो सोलर सिस्टम समझ में आ जाना चाहिए ठीक है ये you have to learn this all planets by heart and I'll show you the trick also how to remember all these planets and many questions come from this solar system. This picture should be there in your mind anytime. This will solve all your questions okay, regarding the solar system. So, what are the inner planets? Inner planets, it is written at the bottom. Inner planets are very close to the sun and they are made up of rocks. So, the planets which are close to the sun, like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, these are the planets which are close to the sun and they are made up of rocks. So जो सन के पास में है और जो रॉक से मतलब पत्थरों से बनाया गया है उसे क्या बोला जाता है इनर प्लैनेट्स अंदर के प्लैनेट्स ठीक है दिस ऑल आर द इनर प्लैनेट्स मर्क्यूरी वेनस अर्थ एंड मार्स ओके नाउ व्हाट आर द आउटर प्लैनेट्स आर द प्लैनेट्स which are made up of gases and liquids they are not made up of the hard rocks so जो gases और liquid से जो बने होते हैं वो होते हैं आउटर प्लैनेट्स ठीक है और वो बड़े भी होते हैं काफी बड़े होते हैं दे आर वेरी वेरी फार अवे फ्रॉम द सन तो एग्जाम्स में पक्का पूछा जाता है ठीक है लाइक दे विल गिव यू जुपिटर सैटर्न यूरेनस और मार्स एक ऑप्शन में दे दिया जाएगा आपको जुपिटर सैटर्न यूरेनस और मार्स ठीक है सो दे लास्ट विच इज द इनर प्लैनेट so inner planet is Mars. You have to delete Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and click on the Mars because it is known as the inner planets. Okay. So we'll go with the next one. We'll revise each and every